Hi everyone, my name is Bimlesja. First of all, good morning to everyone. This is my morning schedule where I do English speaking practice. How I do English practice and how I communicate with ChatGPT to improve my English. I have already said that. But for new viewers, I would like to say that I use ChatGPT and I dictate in their search box. Whatever I dictate, Chat translate into the text and then responds to the answers that I gave. So this is how I communicate with ChatGPT. Now, if I talk about okay, you communicate daily, you communicate with ChatGPT. So what the structure you follow? The structure I follow is basically I first ask ChatGPT to ask me question, then I answer those questions. After answering those questions, Chat responds me. Then what I earlier used to do, earlier I don't revise, but now I am revising in alternate days, which helps me to learn the mistakes and stops me to do the mistakes again. So that is the system that I work on that GPT for my English speaking practice. So yesterday I talked about that I was making a system of I was making a system for my VARC because my VARC is very poor. So how I will build that because in that VARC is very important. So I need to improve the VARC. So I made a system like if I talk about what are the questions that are asked in RC passages? What are the questions that come in verbal ability section? So I listed down all the questions and answered and deeply analyzed that okay, this if this question comes, how I approach this question. I analyzed it deeply and after analyzing, I write 2 pages notes for one question's answer. Like if the question is about inference, I wrote 2 pages. How to approach inference question, what is actually asked in inference question, what is the examiner testing in ourselves when they are asking inference questions, what they actually need. So like this, I made notes about inference question, I made notes about central idea theme, main purpose. Then I made notes about similarly, I made notes for everything that can be asked or that are asked in cat questions. If then I made a strategy like different question has different approach. So you need to follow that. You can't apply a single approach to every question. If you apply single approach to every question, probably you are going to be wrong. So you need to be specific first that which type of question it is. If it is about detail based, explicit based, or fact based, I need to go to the passage again and follow the line. Exactly match wording by wording. If everything matches, but the meaning is opposite, so your answer is rejected. So focus on exactly everything matching, and the sometimes some words are twisted, but the essence or the meanings are same, so that can be correct. And one more approach is if you are solving VRC, try to reject options, eliminate options. It's not about selecting a correct one, it's all about eliminating the wrong ones. If you eliminate all 3 wrong ones, you are only left with the correct ones, and that is only your answer. This is how I will approach in VARC in RC section. Similarly for VA, I made the system like what are the type of questions like parajumble, okay, parasummary, okay, odd one out, fill in the blanks. These are the four type or five type of questions that are oftenly asked in CAT examination. And I made a plan to how to tackle this type of questions. Okay, so this is about the questions type. Now, if I talk about how I should approach while reading RCs, so I also made system for that how I should approach for RC reading. First, what I used to do, I I just read the RC passage that are given. Like, okay, this is RC passage. I am just reading from first line to last line without any pause, without any thinking. And what happens then? Then at the end, after reading the passage completely, thought, I thought, okay, I didn't understand the meaning of the whole passage. I couldn't remind, okay, uh, what's the written in the first passage, what is written in the second passage, third passage, fourth passage. So means I forgot what I read, what is the actual meaning of the passage, what the purpose of the passage, what is the tone of the passage. So these are the things that I was lacking. So I made a system where I don't miss these things. So if I am reading RC, I focus on five things. First thing is if you are reading a paragraph, okay, if you are reading a paragraph, you read it like you are dictator. Means every word's giving you hints, some other lines. So if I talk about like RC, so what are the five elements that I need to check in every RC? First, when I'm reading paragraph, I focus on connector. What is the connector? Means last line of that paragraph and first line of the second paragraph. So both are how they are connected. They are connected by cause and effect. They are connected by definition and example. They are connected by definition and explanation or what. So I take first. Okay, they are connected by cause and effect. Means this is cause, this is effect. And then second is first character is what happened. Then second, if I talk about second, the paragraph role. You need to assign a role to paragraph, every paragraph, because you can't remember every facts data that okay, in this paragraph this is given, in this paragraph this is given. You need to remember that okay, if I write one small five to three to four words like this paragraph plays this role, this paragraph plays this role. If I talk about first paragraph is setting the context or background. So I can say context, background, or introduction. I can select that. Then if I talk about second paragraph, maybe it is explanation of the first paragraph, or maybe it's adding new topic. So I can say that it is example or explanation. Third one can also be contrasting. It can be the third paragraph can be a paragraph where author giving his argue, then in fourth paragraph, it can be the counter argument of the author. Then in sixth paragraph, refutation of counter argument. Then in seventh paragraph, it can be conclusion. So it can be anything. First, you need to make a mind map in your mind that, okay, this is the flow that I need to follow. If I talk about, okay, what is the, if I deep dive into the paragraph, how you follow paragraph. So if I deep dive into paragraph, here I see only four things. First, focus on the first line should be generic, introductory, or context background setting. The second is should be example or anecdote. Third line should be concluding. Means in every paragraph you can see these things. So this is how you make flow of using my sorry. This is how I make now use my flow to solve RCs. So I assign paragraph role. I assign connector. So connector can be used in passage form, or if I talk about, let's suppose in a paragraph, if I I am not able to solve this paragraph, means read properly or understand properly this paragraph. So what I do, I break this paragraph into small parts and translate it to the in my language. Actually, my native language is Hindi, so this is I convert this paragraph sentence that are hard to my own language. Then trying to analyze, okay, this is what they are saying, and then again compile with the whole paragraph. Or I can also use the corrector formula. Means what I was using for passage 1, passage 2, passage 3, I can use inside in the paragraph 2. Means if I read one sentence and there's some kind of words can come like and, so I can predict that the other sentence, the after sentence can be adding more value to it or supporting the previous sentence. So if I don't know the other sentences, let's suppose some other example, some specific words are given, which I don't know the meaning. So from the connector, I can make an idea like, oh, this can be used in the same sense because this is the connector. This is they are adding the same sense, or they are extra supporting this, or they are like this. Similarly, if the connector is like contrasting, yet while, however, these are, so I can say the next sentence is opposite of first sentence. So with the help of connector, I can make idea. Okay, these are the things that I need to follow. So this is the system that I was talking about. It has many details, but I can only share this because I also at the moment I don't remind everything in detail. I talked all the things that I remember, and for the exact detail, I need to remind everything. So don't, I am not going there. Now we are need, we are going to on ChatGPT to see. And sorry, earlier yesterday I said that today again I am going to revise the whole thing that we studied in the past few weeks in English speaking practice, because without the revision is the key. If you don't revise, you don't remember. If you don't remember, you don't implement. If you don't implement, how will you progress? So, first revise. Focus on revision. So, I am taking you to the ChatGPT screen. You can see. So, here you can see. This is my ChatGPT screen. I will only study memory tips and grammar rules because everything I have read multiple times. So if I this is how what's this is about day 28. Day 28 means today is day 31, day 28. Okay. Day 21, day 28, grammar mistakes and fixes. You can see I said my family have. I should say my family has. Okay, avoid has for singular family. Then replace means so actually with formal phrasing. Okay. It has future, it offers a better future. Waste my year, it would I would lose a year. Then you cause sorry, reason behind the failure, simplify to cause. Okay, I should use cause, not the reason behind. Then informal better is part of growth. Informal better, it's part of growth. Okay, I said keeps happening, which is informal. So better is part of growth. Means I can say failure is a part of growth. My voice got fumbled. Here I should use I used to fumble. Improved version of mine. I need to use correct reflexive pronoun. I used to improved version of mine is being the improved. My speaking skills. 12th fail movie. So it is 12th fail movie. He managed to study despite doing job. He studied while working. Okay. Here you can see. I always say a movie name. Correctly use protagonist for him, main character. Prioritize the task on the top. Prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance. India is today facing a lot in exam. India faces irregularity in exam. Geopolitics changes, changing geopolitics. Again, the course completion means unclear. Again, the course completion means certification. Unclear, simplify. Always replace vague words with clear concept like practical learning. Okay. Making a good decision, making impactful decision. Use impactful instead of good in professional answer. There is no weakness. Always mention at least one weakness. Never give up. Never give up is a weakness. Frame as a our persistence. Okay. In interviews, don't say no weakness. Show a real but improvable weakness. Okay. Then I have done this. Now I talk about this is day 28. You can see avoid repeating failures too much. Highlight positive first. Okay. Don't just list subject, links to skills. Use star format situation, then task, then action, then result. Don't say no habit. Always give something concrete. Okay. Always justify why with one to two sentence. Instead of sympathy, say empathy and leadership qualities. Be precise, avoid confusion with numbers. Always attempt every questions. Avoid sounding unrealistic. Show flexibility. Keep it crisp, not repetitive. Here, introducing my strength, I was highlighting my failures, but I need to show positive first. Then what skills MBA will develop? I said listed subject like finance, HR, etc. But MBA will strengthen my leadership, problem solving, and decision making skills, along with technical knowledge in finance, marketing, and strategy. Leadership experience, college music competition. During my college festival, I led a team to organize music competition. I delegated tasks, managed permission, and ensured smooth execution. This experience taught me team coordination and communication. Talked about failures, persistence. My journey, I'm sorry, introduce your strengths. So my answer was talked about failures, persistence. My name is Bimles Jha. I completed BSc this year. My journey, though, through multiple exams attempts, has shaped me into a resilient, consistent, and persistent learner. These qualities make me confident about excelling in MBA. What skills MBA will develop? I listed subjects like finance and HR, but the corrected version is MBA will strengthen my leadership, problem solving, and decision making skills, along with technical knowledge in finance, marketing, and strategy, leadership experience, college music competition. I read about college music competition. During my college festival, I led a team to organize a music competition. I delegated tasks, managed permissions, and ensured smooth executions. This experience taught me team coordination and communication. Then habit helping prep said no habit but trying to be consistent. I said this, but improved version is recently I built the habit of daily planning, and self-reflection, which helps me stay consistent and productive. Describe in 3 words. Actually, the question was about describe yourself in 3 words. So I described I am determined, optimistic, and resilient. Determined, optimistic, resilient, because repeated challenges have strengthened my mindset and ability to bounce back. Always justify with 1 to 2 sentences. CEO motivating employees. I said, what I provide incentives, arrange meetings, give sympathy. But the corrected version is like, as a CEO, I would motivate employees through recognition, growth opportunities, and open communication while ensuring work-life balance. Recent business economy news talked about GST slabs, not very clear. Recently, I read about the GST slab reforms that simplify taxation, reducing slabs from multiple to fewer categories. This impacts both consumers and businesses. Work-life balance is skipped in your reply, not answered. Okay. I balance studies and personal life by setting clear study hours, taking short breaks, and spending time with family for mental freshness. Plan B. If not IIM. There's no plan B, but practically non-IM, non-IIMs. While I am focused on IIM, practically I would also consider top non-IIM institutes to ensure my MBA dream continues. What makes you unique? Then resilience after failure. My uniqueness lies in resilience, consistency, and the ability to learn from setbacks, traits that differentiate me from others. So this is the mistakes that I did. Now, other thing that I go again. So this is here. Memory tip is use timeline structure. Means if you're talking about your story, please use timeline structure. Means say according to timeline means what you did first, then what you did second, and what you are doing now, like that. Follow the timeline structure. Graduation, you did first graduation, attempt square exams, you failed. Make a flow. Don't overload with failures, highlight learning plus transitions. Vocab that are used aspiration, akanksha, transition, परिवर्तन, self-analysis, आत्म मूल्यांकन, okay, milestone, उपलब्धि, resilience, लचीलापन, failing need was tough, but it became a milestone that showed me resilience. Okay, failing need was tough, but it became a milestone that showed me resilience. Use 3 part structure, motivation, MBA, okay, motivation, MBA, long-term benefit, avoid repetition. So the corrected version is I chose CAT and MBA because I want to strengthen my foundation in strategy, finance, and consulting. MBA from top institutes will provide me structured learning, a strong network, and a platform to pursue leadership roles in the future. During my call, and then again, the question number describe one situation where you worked in a team. I gave example of organizing music competition, task divided among members. During my college days, I was part of a team organizing music competition. We divided tasks such as marketing, administration, and permissions. I handled communication with authorities. From this, I learned coordination, responsibility, and the importance of collaboration. Always mention what you did, personally, what you learned. Okay, I learned coordination, responsibility, and the importance of collaboration. I handled communication with authorities, coordination, collaboration, and responsibilities. So, coordination, okay, collaboration is also okay, responsibility. Then divided the task, delegated the task, synergy. Delegation creates synergy in our team project, created synergy in our team project. Then again, if I talk about how do you handle stress, said meditation, worship, worship. Use two methods, mental, practical. Avoid only religious approach in interviews. Stress, तनाव, calm, शांत, focus, ध्यान, composer, धैर्य, resilience, लचीलापन, okay, धैर्य बनाए रखने, okay, that is done. Tell me about failure you faced. Said failed 6 times in 5 years, but learned consistency, revision. Okay. I faced several academics failures, including NEET and MCA. Each attempt taught, taught me lessons, the importance of consistency, time management, and practice. This experience built resilience and shaped my disciplined approach towards CAT. Don't sound negative, emphasize learning plus growth. I faced several, sorry, I faced several academics failure, including NEET and MCA. Each attempt taught me lessons, the importance of consistency, time management, and practice. This experience built resilience and shaped my disciplined approach towards CAT. Don't sound negative, emphasize learning plus growth, consistency, discipline, resilience. Okay, adaptability, endurance. So these are the vocabs that I can use: endurance, adaptability. Mention why it is relevant, and what value you add. If you could start a small business today, I said AI chatbot business. If I had the opportunity to start a business, I would explore AI chat AI-based chatbots with rapid adoption of automation and customer support solution. This sector has immense potential. I would focus on building user-friendly, scalable products. Okay, I said I said why it is relevant and what value you are adding to the chatbot that I was planning to develop. Sorry, my mistake. The chatbot which I am planning to develop. Why? Because at the moment, present time, with rapid adoption of automation and customer support solution, this sector has immense potential. I would focus on building user-friendly, scalable products. That's why. So you can see automation, potential, scalable, innovation, disruption. Avoid vague, something happened. Use clear, precise statements. Okay. Governance, diplomacy, policy, geopolitics, bilateral ties. So this is about my grammar mistakes. Now, what I am thinking, actually, you guys can see when I am talking, sometimes my vocals, my pronunciation is not that correct. You can also see when I first tried to say pronunciation instead of this, I said pronunciation. So my pronunciation is not correct. I need to focus on that too and build a vocab too. Because if you don't build vocab, it can be problem. So I need to build vocab too. So what I was thinking, I'm thinking to revise at least 30, 50 words, 60 words uh, speaking. I do speaking. My vocab, my pronunciation will increase, my vocabs will also increase. So I will start this with basic words. You guys must be thinking, why basic words? You don't know how to pronounce basic words. My answer is, I know, but for clear pronunciation, I need to start from the basic because I have very low I am not confidence about my pronunciation. Sometimes some words gets stuck in my mouth. So I need to practice articulation, like how to articulate properly. So whatever you are saying clearly. The other person that is hearing you is understanding every words that you said. That's why I am thinking to start using the learning vocabs and practice pronunciation. So what I will do, simply I'm saying my plan is to the first 30 minutes I will do practice session means I will speak with ChatGPT. ChatGPT will reply, respond, and analyze my all mistakes. That is done. Then after that, I will give 30 minutes to revise vocabs for both pronunciation as well as spelling because my spelling is not that good and my pronunciation is also bad. So every day, if I give 30 minutes to my spelling errors and my pronunciation, it would benefit me. How? After the time means let's suppose after 90 days, 60 days, I have the knowledge that okay, these words are pronounced by this, sorry, like this. So it is beneficial for me to use that. So what my planning plan is actually I wake up at 4 a.m. So and I start recording myself for English speaking practice at 4:30 a.m. During that 30 minutes, just do I just take sorry, I just splash water on my face and do nothing. So I want to use that time too. So after waking, I am planning to record myself speaking English. Then after I will revise vocabs, and the vocabs are from the word power medicine or from the phrasal verb book, which I am practicing nowadays. Then I and then the Hindu editorial and one book also I have a spoken English book where I use from where I am studying sometimes, not every time because I don't have that much time. So I am studying from there too. So these are the four areas, four resources that I will use and revise my vocab. First, the Hindu editorial, daily 30 vocabs, which is which said the which is relevant to the CAT examination. Then second is from word power medicine, which is also relevant for CAT exams. And third one is phrasal verb, which helps me to and analyze the sentence because phrasal verb is not about just two words, or that's it. No, if we talk about pull through, I earlier don't know the meaning of pull through, but now I know pull through means if you are suffering from a disease and if I say, don't worry, you will pull through that, pull through this, it means you will recover from this. That is pull through. If I say ran into, it means it has 4 to 5 meanings. Sometimes it means like a car ran into the tree, means it crashed with tree. Similarly, fail for, fall for, fail for means I need to do present verb to simply. So I am taking 1 minute to 2 minute break just to set my vocabs. Start again. Wait. Now you guys can see these are the vocabs from the Hindu editorial page. This is of 7th August. I earlier said I make 30 vocabs every day. So this is the 30 vocabs from the 7th August, the Hindu editorial page. So let's start revising. First is I don't know the pronunciation, so I will read this pronunciation. It is ambiguous. Ambiguous though. Ambiguous, which means not clear or decided, means aspashed. His reply was ambiguous and left us confused. Then it is bipartisan, bipartisan, bipartisan. One thing I learned from YouTube that if you want to pronounce clearly, you should articulate, means you should use your mouth more. So why I am more opening my mouth because I want to clear articulate. I want to articulate clearly. That's why. Bipartisan. Bipartisan means dvidaliya, supported by two political parties. Then it is consensus. Consensus spelling is CONSENSUS. Consensus means general agreement, means sarvsammati. Then scrutiny. Scrutiny, you can see scrutiny. Scrutiny means close or critical examination. Then there is detrimental, which means causing harm or damage. Then it is viable. It's viable, viable, viable. Viable means capable of working or succeeding. Then incentive, something that motivates or encourages action. Mitigate, to make less severe or harsh, means कम करना. Surveillance, surveillance, surveillance means निगरानी, close observation, especially for security. Then alleviate, to reduce or relieve pain or problem. Alleviate, to reduce or relieve pain or problem. Then catalyst, something that causes something that causes change. It is catalyst. Empirical is basically based on observation or experience. Empirical, based on observation or experience. Then repercussion means unintended unintended consequence or result. Unintended consequence or result. This is repercussion. Then stagnant. Stagnant means not growing or moving. Then prevalent. Prevalent means widespread in a particular area or time. This disease is prevalent in rural areas. Okay. Inevitable means you can't stop that. from happening, certain to happen, unavoidable, inevitable, inevitable. Death is inevitable. Then it is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means present anywhere. Ubiquitous, present anywhere, everywhere, sorry, present everywhere, ubiquitous. Mobile phones have become ubiquitous, means it is everywhere. Adversity. Adversity means vipatti. You can see difficult or unpleasant situations. Unpleasant situations, difficult. That is adversity. He showed she showed courage in times of adversity. Then redundant. Redundant means anavasyak or faltu, more than what is needed. The meaning of redundant means more than what is needed, unnecessary. Unnecessary though. Unnecessary. His explanation was too long and redundant. Discrepancy. You can say discrepancy means a difference or inconsistency. A difference or inconsistency, visangati. There was a discrepancy in the report. Then eloquent. Eloquent. Eloquent means fluent and persuasive in speaking. Fluent and persuasive in speaking means प्रभावशाली वक्ता. She gave an eloquent speech on women's rights. Eradicate. To completely remove or destroy. Eradicate. Eradicate. Eloquent. Then eradicate. To completely remove or destroy. खत्म करना. We must eradicate poverty from society. Then prolific. Prolific means productive or creative in large quantity. Productive or creative in large quantity. It is prolific. बहुत उत्पादन करने वाला. He is prolific writer. Productive. Large quantity में productive or creative. Then ambivalent. Ambivalent means ambivalent means having mixed feelings. Vedbhav. He feels ambivalent about taking the job. Ambivalent about taking the job. Ostensible. Ostensible means seeming true but possibly not. Seeming true but possibly not means कथित or दिखावटी. Ostensible. His ostensible reason for visiting was business. His ostensible reason for visiting was business. But there must be other purpose of his visit. Then pragmatic. Pragmatic means practical and realistic. Pragmatic means practical and realistic. He took a pragmatic approach to solve the issue. Then reluctant. Reluctant means unwilling or hesitant. Unwilling or hesitant. Reluctant. He was reluctant to speak in public. He was reluctant to speak in public. He was hesitant. He was reluctant to speak in public. Okay. Then intricate. Intricate means very detailed and complicated. The painting has an intricate design, very detailed and complicated design. Then resilient. Resilient means able to recover quickly from failure. Able to recover quickly from failure. It is resilient. Children are often very resilient. Sus- Substantiate. Substantiate means to prove the truth of something. Substantiate. Substantiate means to prove the truth of something. To prove the truth of something is substantiate, प्रमाणित करना. Can you substantiate your claim with evidence? Can you substantiate your claim with, can you prove your claim with evidence? Okay. Substantiate means prove the truth of something. Resilient means able to recover quickly. Intricate means very detailed or complicated. Reluctant means hesitant or unwilling. Pragmatic means practical and realistic. Ostensible means seeming true but possibly not. Ambivalent means mixed feelings. Prolific means productive or creative in large quantity. Then eradicate means to completely remove or destroy. Eloquent means fluent and persuasive in speaking. Fluent and persuasive in speaking. Discrepancy. Discrepancy means a difference or inconsistency. Redundant. Redundant means more than what is needed, unnecessary. Adversity means difficult or unpleasant situations. Ubiquitous means present everywhere. Inevitable means certain to happen, unavoidable. Inevitable. Then prevalent. Prevalent means widespread in a particular area or time. Stagnant means not growing or moving. Repercussions means unintended consequence or result. Unintended consequences or result. Then empirical. Empirical means based on observation or experience. Catalyst, something that causes change. Alleviate, reduce or relieve pain or problem. Surveillance, close observation, especially for security. Mitigate, to make less severe or harsh. Incentive, something that motivates or encourages actions. Incentive. Viable. Viable means capable of working or succeeding. Detrimental, causing harm or damage. Scrutiny, close and critical examination. Consensus, general agreement. Bipartisan, supported by two political parties. Then ambiguous means not clear or decided. You can see, now I can see, I can, ambiguous means not clear or decided means अस्पष्ट. Bipartisan means supported by two parties, द्विदलीय. Consensus means general agreement, सर्वसम्मति. Scrutiny means close or critical examination. Detrimental means causing harm or damage. Viable means possible, capable of working or succeeding. Okay, capable. Viable means capable of working and succeeding. Incentive means something that motivates or encourages action. Mitigants means to make less severe or harsh. Surveillance means close observation, especially for security. Alleviate, to reduce pain or to reduce relief. To reduce or relieve pain or problem. Okay. Alleviate, to reduce, yeah, or relieve pain or problem. Catalyst, something that causes changes, something that causes change. Empirical, based on observation and experience or experience. Repercussions, unintended consequence or result. Stagnant, not growing or moving. Prevalent, spread in time or area. Widespread in time, particular area or time. Inevitable means cannot be avoided, certain to happen, unavoidable. Inevitable, ubiquitous, present everywhere. Adversity, difficult situation or difficult or unpleasant situations. Redundant, unnecessary, more than what is needed. Unnecessary. Discrepancy, a difference or inconsistency. Eloquent, fluent, and persuasive in speaking. Eradicate, to completely remove or destroy. Prolific, largely productive or creative in large quantity. Ambivalent, ambivalent means having mixed feelings. Pragmatic means practical and realistic. Reluctant means unwilling or hesitant. Intricate means very detailed and complicated. Resilient means able to recover quickly. Substantiate means to prove something. Substantiate means to prove something. Resilient, intricate, complicated and detailed, reluctant, hesitant, pragmatic, practical and realistic, or ostensible. Something true but possibly not. Ostensible. Ostensible means something true but possibly not. Ambivalent, prolific, eradicate, eloquent, discrepancy, reductant, adversity, reductant. Reductant means more than what we needed, unnecessary. Adversity, difficult situations or unpleasant situations. Ubiquitous, present everywhere, inevitable, certain to happen, unavoidable. Prevalent, widespread in a particular area or time. Stagnant, not growing or moving. Repercussions, unintended consequences or result. Empirical means based on observation or experience. Catalyst, something that causes change. Alleviate means to reduce pain, problem, or relieve pain. Surveillance means close observation, especially for security purpose. Mitigate to reduce or less severe or harsh. Incentives, something that motivates or encourages actions. Viable, capable of working or succeeding. Detrimental, causing harm or damage. Scrutiny, close examination. Consensus, general agreement, bipartisan, supported by two political parties. Ambiguous, not clear or decided. Ambiguous. So this is the 30 vocab I revised. You can see now my pronunciation is good. If I hide this, you wait, I can hide or not? No, I can't hide. But I can do one thing. Sorry, this is highlighted. But no worries. I am revising one more time. Ambiguous, bipartisan. Ambiguous means not decide, not I'm doing this. You can see I am just covering the meaning and other thing. Just I am reading the word. Ambiguous means not clear or decided. Bipartisan means supported by two parties. Consensus means general agreement. Scrutiny means close examination. Detrimental means causing harm or damage. Viable means capable of working or succeeding. Incentive means something that encourages to work. Mitigate means to reduce or harsh to reduce or less. Then surveillance means close observation, especially for security purpose. Alleviate. Mitigate. Sorry, mitigate means to reduce task. Alleviate means to reduce problem pain or harsh. Catalyst means something that causes change. Empirical means some based on observation or experience. Repercussions means unintended consequences. Stagnant means not growing or moving. Prevalent. Prevalent means something that is widespread in a particular area or time. Inevitable. We can't avoid certain to happen. Inevitable. Ubiquitous, present everywhere. Adversity. Unpleasant or difficult situations. Redundant. Redundant means more than what we needed. Unnecessary. Discrepancy. Discrepancy means inconsistency or not clear. Eloquent, fluency, fluent in speaking and persuasive. Eradicate. Eradicate means to completely destroy. Prolific means high productive and creative in large quantity. Ambivalent means having mixed feelings. Ostensible means possibly not. Something looking true but possibly not. Ostensible. Ostensible. Pragmatic means practical and realistic. Reluctant. Reluctant means hesitant or unwilling to speak in public. Unwilling or hesitant. Intricate means complicated and detailed. Resilient means to recover quickly from failure. Substantiate means to prove. So I revised these 30 vocabs. Now, for today, this is now I am revising one more because I have very less time, so I can revise. So now you can see uncertainty, uncertainties, 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 situations with doubt or unpredictability. unpredictability, uncertainties, 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 then sensible, showing good judgment, समझदार, leaving room for another rate cut later was sensible thing to do. Leaving room for another rate cut later was the some sensible thing to do. Then evolving means gradually developing, विकसित हो रहा. Reciprocal, 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 give in return, negotiating, discussing to reach agreement, comparative, measured or judged by comparison, liquidity. I, hmm, but I am stopping this session.